Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog. Right, so that's it. Halloween's over for another year.
Yeah, and I think it only took about a minute after Halloween finished, and Jenny was already on to putting the decorations up in the shop.
Yeah.
So Christmas is coming, if you haven't already heard.
And obviously she went out yesterday. She bought us a little sort of festive tree to put in here, which we'll put up in the next week or so. I think it was only one of those sort of wooden ones with the odd branches coming out. It's not the traditional Christmas tree one.
Well, I reckon we'll come in here and it will be done and put up, and there'll be tinsel everywhere. Jenny would have come in and had some fun, but yeah, Christmas is coming, and off the back of that, the wish lists are getting created.
Yes, a little bit of information about the wish list. Last week I had a few emails from guys that had set up wish lists, went back in there and their stuff wasn't in there. This was obviously an error with our system. Our IT guys are looking into it, seeing if they can retrieve that data. If they can't, it's a very simple process just to do it again. But at the moment, it's working fine. It's working as it should, like it was. But I think they made some changes to the look and feel of the wish list, and obviously during that process something happened. Okay. So if you want to set up a wish list, and wish lists are great. I was playing with the system yesterday, and it's really cool because you can set up multiple wish lists. So you can have your Christmas wish list, your birthday wish list. You can set them as private or public. So if you set it as public, that's one that you can give people your email address and they can access it. Also, there's an option there that if you create a wish list and you wanted to send it to your mum or your wife or whatever, you can just email.
Nice.
So it's really cool. So start setting yourself up a wish list, and remember, in December our competitions tend to revolve around the wish list. Last year what we did, and it might be the same this year, is we would pick someone at random, we would look in their wish list and we would send them one of the products in their wish list free of charge.
And I think somebody last year had an assassin
they did,
in the wish list, and we took it off and sent it. So you know, put what you want in there and it can be anything, and you might be in with a chance of winning it.
So now on to this week's video blog. About 6 weeks ago I was in Belgium with Michael Sullivan and Leo Schmetzers. We were at a convention and I met up with one of my friends, Astor. And if you've ever been to a magic convention, especially Blackpool, Astor's there. He's a great creator, he's a magic dealer, and he creates some really quirky stuff.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I know the name, and I see him at Blackpool, but we never had the time to really stop at the stands, so I've never seen the effects. But there was one, I mean they're all great, but there was one that really jumped out at me, because it was the first one you showed me, with a ring and a chain. And I was really excited about that, so I'm really glad we got some of them in. I'm going to be showing you that today as well.
So while I was there, I spoke to Astor. We've done a deal to start stocking his stuff. It's all workable stuff. I mean, every time I meet up with him, I say, what's new? And he always shows me something that's practical, workable, and more importantly, it's always easy to do. So it's really down to your presentation. But every effect he puts out is the same as our effects. It's got to be something that plays well in the real world rather than just YouTube. Because he's a dealer like us, he has to demonstrate the stuff, so it has to be real world working stuff. So we've got some of those. We're going to be introducing you to those in the coming weeks, but today we've got 2 of those to show you. So I tell you what, let's kick off with your favourite of the new batch, which is the ring and chain.
So I'd like to show you a little puzzle with what's inside this purse, and it is a ring and a chain. And here's the idea. If I'm to place the ring in separately from the chain, in fact, I'll place the center of the chain in, so there's no way that I can tamper with the ring. I just place one of these either side. The idea of the trick is to get that ring onto the middle of the chain. Done. You probably didn't see it, so let me show you. If I pop it open, there it is, right there on the middle of the chain. This can be borrowed, everything examined, and it's a great little trick that's really easy to do.
Right, so that was it. That was the ring and chain.
Yeah, I mean, the first time you showed me this, it completely fooled me. I had no idea. And I gave you like 2 or 3 methods and you were like, no. I was like, well, hold on a second. And when it came in and I actually was able to play with it and perform it, it's so much fun to perform. It's so devious. And the day we got it in, I'd done it twice in the shop to 2 magicians. And again, they had no idea. So it wasn't just me. And they took one. And I really think it's a great effect. It's easy to do. It's visual. In fact, one of the guys that was in actually had a chain with a ring on it. Yeah. So I was like, can I borrow that? And he was like, what? Took it off, done the whole effect with his chain and ring. That's the great thing. It's, you know, any ring, any chain. The chain's ungimmicked, the ring's ungimmicked. Yeah. It looks really, really nice. And if you do anything like ring on rope or, you know, what's that one that Greg Wilson put out, Ringleader? Oh yeah. That sort of effect. It makes a nice little finale to that because it's really, it looks impossible. You drop the ring in, you just dip the centre in, the ends never go near the ring, pull it out and it's attached. It's really, really cool. And the great thing is, it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. Everything you need comes in here. So the chain and the ring you see me perform with on the video a moment ago, that comes with it. You get the pouch, everything you need. And it's a really great set. It's a great price for what you get, and it's dead easy to do and looks super visual. And inside you get a link to a streaming video or a downloadable video. I'm not sure which it is, but that gives you the full instructions to it. Yeah, exactly how to do it. I mean, it's very straightforward as it is, but Asa takes you through it and teaches you what you need to do. But I can't really recommend it as a highly enough. As a fun thing to play with, as a great thing to show magicians, it's great, but also I think this is going to play really well in the real world. It's a very visual moment, so yeah, it's great. So that is Ring and Chain. They're on our website now. Because we've got limited numbers, we've put a stock level on it. Yeah. So if it says, oops, we're out of stock, you know we've just sold out, but you can place your order for the next batch. But there are some in stock now, so get there quick and you'll be able to pick one up. Right, it's competition time. So first of all, let's give you the answer to last week's competition. Last week we asked, we are due to be releasing a DVD by a mentalist in December. Yeah. We asked, what is that mentalist better known as? Is it A, the John, B, the Jack, or C, the Jill? And the answer was the Jack. Yes, it was. So keep your eye out for that DVD. Fingers crossed, it's still going to be released in December. Okay. So before we reveal the winner, after we did the competition last week, David over here said to me, it'll be a great idea to have a little competition jingle. Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it'd be a great idea. I thought it would be a fun idea. It'll be a fun idea. And yeah, I had this kind of modern day jingle. In your head? Yeah. I got in touch with Noel Quarter, who's a good friend of ours and who has been known to put jingles together in the past, or arrange them. And I said, Noel, can you create us a jingle for our competition? And he said, what sort of feel? And me being me, I said, well, maybe 70s disco, a bit funky, you know, a bit of Shaft or Starsky and Hutch type stuff. Sound cool. He went, nah, can't do that. So, anyway. Before we reveal the winner, this is our competition jingle. Here we go.
It's Alakazam competition time. Did I win? Did I win? Oh, maybe I did. Probably not, but let's find out. Insert really tense pause. And the winner is
Andrew Ahern. So congratulations, Andrew.
We're never ever doing that again.
Well, you tell us when you want us to do that again. When you send in your vlog answers to this week's competition, just put yes, use the jingle, or no, don't use the jingle.
Please put no. Please put no.
But that was it. That was the jingle that my good friend came up with. But congratulations to Andrew. Andrew, you've won yourself £25 worth of Alakazam loyalty points to spend on anything you like at Alakazam.
Amazing. Alternatively, if you can create us a better jingle, please do that and send it to us.
Yeah.
Anything's better than I love you, Noel, but please, yeah, if you can come up with one, that would be even better.
That would be super.
I don't want that being played again, so yeah. All right.
Right, so Andrew, all you need to do to claim your prize is send us an email with the subject line competition winner. Put your name and your Alakazam username, and we will deposit £25 worth of loyalty points into your Alakazam account. Right. So on to this week's competition question. We
haven't got a jingle for this as well, have we?
No.
Good. Right.
I can play the same one again.
No, you're right. You're good.
So this week's competition question is all over Facebook and all over social media.
Yeah.
There is one magician who has got a special being aired next week.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's aired in the UK, but you should hopefully still know about it. Who is the magician? Is it A?
Yeah.
Dynamo.
There we go. I didn't actually get given the answer. So.
B.
B.
Chris Angel.
It's Angel.
Or C. David Blaine. Okay, so A. Dynamo, B. Chris Angel, or C. David Blaine. You don't have to put the letter, just put the name.
Cool.
Okay, and remember, send your emails in, your answers in to sales@alakazam.co.uk.
Yep.
With the subject line vlog competition.
Yep.
All right, and then just put your name and the name of the
answer.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. That jingle has really messed my head up. It keeps playing in my head.
Oh dear. There we go. Name and answer. Thanks so much, guys. Let's go on to the next trick.
David.
Yes.
How's your imagination?
Amazing.
Okay, well this trick relies on your imagination.
Okay.
All right. We've got a deck of cards which I am going to shuffle like so. And over here I have two imagination playing cards.
Right.
You can see they're like playing cards, but they're transparent.
Okay.
I have two. You can see what they are. We've got the 4 of hearts and we've got the 5 of spades.
Okay.
What I'm going to ask you to do is take hold of the deck for me, and I want you to start dealing down a face down pile. But in your mind, I want you to think 4 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 4 of hearts.
Okay.
And then stop when you feel the time is right.
Right.
Okay? Start dealing.
There.
Sure? We're going to mark that. Can you drop the rest of the deck on top and pick the whole deck up? I want you to do exactly the same thing, but this time I want you to think 5 of spades.
Ooh.
All right? So do the same thing again. Sure? Happy?
Yes.
Okay, drop the deck on top. Now do me a favour, just cut the deck and complete the cut.
Anywhere.
Yeah, roughly in half. Perfect.
Okay.
So here we go. We have got our little glass markers, okay?
There's one.
There's one here.
Okay.
And there is one, I can feel it, here.
Right.
And you can see there are no other glass markers in the deck.
No, just the 2 we placed in.
Just the 2 we placed in. Now this is all about imagination. You chose this card here, which looks like the 4 of hearts. You chose this card here, which looks like the 5 of spades. Now this is what we call an imagination card trick. The reason why it's called imagination is because there are no cards. Every single card is blank. So you were using your imagination, and you believed that the cards you stopped at were the 4 and were the 5.
Yeah.
But that's really strange, because the cards you did stop at were actually the 4
Very good.
and the 5.
That's great.
And everything can be examined.
What a lovely version of that effect.
It is.
Really cool.
It's based on an old effect, Gemini twins, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool trick.
That's neat. I love that display, and I love the ending. I think that's really clever.
Because they don't know where you're going. When you show the blank deck, you can make a big thing of it. This is why it used your imagination, because there weren't any cards. You know, the cards are all blank. But what if you could have actually stopped on the 4 of hearts and the 5 of spades?
It's nice.
And then you just pull them apart and you've got that. So everything can be examined. That's another one by our friend Astor, and it's called Avatar. Okay, and this comes with everything you need apart from the blank face deck.
Yeah, because the ending of the pack can be, I guess, any ending you like.
Yeah, it could be a regular deck.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about doing it this way is you have got that lovely blank deck.
Yeah.
And when you show the blank deck, they presume that the cards under here are blank, because obviously these are printed to perfection.
Yeah.
That when they're on there, you can't see the card underneath.
It
just
clever.
looks. When I expose this to you, in your mind you're thinking, oh well, that's just a blank card with a sheet on it, and then that makes a beautiful reveal when you pull that across like that.
That's lovely. You could even have it as if you change the presentation a bit, but whatever blank card they place down in their mind, you actually cause that to print on it.
Yeah.
And in that way they, got another slightly different twist on the effect. But I think that's lovely. I think it's got a lot of scope for taking it away from that effect as well, and maybe just doing it with 5 or 6 blank cards.
Yeah.
So,
and we do know that lay people for some reason love blank cards. And the other interesting thing is if you do an effect like this using a blank deck and you were to get them to stop, so you're now in this position, you could actually say, and what we could do is bang, we can basically make every other card turn blank. Now in your spectator's mind, because they don't see blank decks, they automatically think that a deck has turned blank. Sure. It wasn't blank to start with. Yeah. So you can have that added kicker. But I like the way that he structured this. You get that blank reveal, and then automatically they're thinking, oh well, these are obviously blank cards with that on top of it, and they don't really know where you're going until you do your reveal. I
mean, Gemini Twins has always been a favourite of mine anyhow, and I think this is a nice little twist on it. It's quirky, visual moment. Yeah, it's great.
It's a really cool trick, and that is called Avatar by Astor Magic. These are in stock now. Once again, they'll have a stock level on our site, so place your order. Right, so that's brought us to the end of this week's Alakazam video blog, so congratulations to Andrew Ahern. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for placing your reviews on the site. We are getting more and more reviews going up on a daily basis now, so that's really, really cool. Do check out The Journey by Matt Johnson.
Oh yeah,
that's coming in on Monday. Have a look at it on our website. Next week, I believe we are going to be dropping in the trailer to our brand new release. Yeah. So can't wait for that. And I think there's a couple of other things we're going to speak about next week as well, with regards to, there's another Astor product which we'll be demonstrating, and there's some other interesting things happening.
Yeah, well, we are coming up to Christmas now, and as with every year at Christmas, we always have a couple of exciting things to talk about, so I'm sure over the next week or so on the vlog you will be the first to hear about that. So please subscribe here as per usual. And is that everything? Nothing else?
I think that is everything.
Blimey, okay, cool. Well, thanks again, guys, and we will see you next week on the Alakazam video blog.